Hello everyone, welcome to the Bluebirds podcast. Before we start, I would like to give a mention to our sponsors. That is, of course, Bits from the Action, Cardiff TV, and indeed this channel, ReaN. So, in this podcast, we are going to discuss the preview of Cardiff v QPR, giving out my thoughts and news roundup from all the action recently at Cardiff City. Now, let's start with the fact that Cardiff City, in recent news, has been forced by the FIFA Federation that they have to pay the £6.3 million for Emiliano Sala. The recent news or recent gossip around the club at the moment is that they are waiting to see if they are going to be actually if they were going to somehow get given the chance to pay the full 15 million or not. So the club are basically waiting on further clarity on the situation, which is fair because if they say in the media £6.3 million they have to cough up with the money, then Cardiff are thinking, what happened to the other 14 or 4 million? 8 million, because the original sum was 15 to 16 million pounds, and I cannot see much happening with that. But yeah, it's a touchy subject because Emiliano Sala was a player that Cardiff could and should have used to escape relegation from the Prem, but sadly that didn't happen and things, as you know, panned out differently. But yeah, with the whole money situation at Cardiff City, I feel that Cardiff just need to do what they can to put this to bed now, put all this arguing to bed, because it won't be good for anything to do with our club. It won't be good for the on-field matters. It won't be good for Warnock or Kenchu or anyone else because it'll affect the team morale. I don't know if you want to know what I'm saying, but yeah. I'm gonna put a ribbon on it now and tie a knot and just leave it alone. That whole story and all that, because you don't know what to say really. Because yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Sorry if I came out as a little strong on that, but I am passionate about my club, Cardiff City, of course, and yeah. So, other news around Cardiff City is that Cardiff are apparently looking to buy a youngster. I think he's 19 years old. He is a goalkeeper, free agent, of course. Last team he was at a American team. Not sure if it's from the MLS, but 19-year-old goalkeeper. I think they're planning for the future, Cardiff, and good on them, because I know people would think, oh, no need for youngsters. We got money to buy new players, basically. But maybe they're planning to save more money by thinking of the future, and you never know. So that's another piece of news. I don't think there's much more news going into this game. Of course, people like Sol Bamba could be coming back in. Lee Tomlin, I'd like to see a couple of them come back. But where on earth would you fit Sol Bamba in that team? I don't think you can, really. But yeah. So that's been the news around Cardiff City FC. Here is my thoughts on the upcoming match tomorrow against QPR. And that is my thoughts. Here we go. So I think that Cardiff have got a great chance here. Don't underestimate QPR, but Cardiff have still got a great chance to somehow get the 3 points and just move on with the fixture, because in 3 or 4 fixtures time we have got our biggest rivals yet. We have got the Jacks, Swansea away, and yeah, it's going to be tough, that one. But of course it is going to be, we're going to need some points before we play Swansea, because I feel that that fixture is set alone going to be like one of the biggest fixtures due to where they are and we are in the table. But yeah, so my thoughts is that Cardiff have a good chance to get points on the board against QPR. I think it's going to be an end-to-end battle between the two teams. QPR, let's not underestimate them, they're a good team. They are, I think sometimes they can beat Cardiff, making them like a little bit of a bogey team to Cardiff. But yeah, overall I think Cardiff would do well. I think they can just like get that edge on them, that extra bit of quality. Of course, we ain't got much threat from the last game when we drew 2-2, but I feel that someone like Glatzel would score a goal with a corner or free kick or head or something. And yeah, so things I think will look good for tomorrow night. Because obviously they got, I don't know if they got Lucas Freeman. They might be Sheffield United though. But they have got, they used to have some quality players, but I'm not sure if they have quality players now. It'd be interesting to see Junior Hoylett play, if he does, because last team out, of course, Hoylett was a QPR player, and yeah, it'd be interesting. But I think as well, I think Cardiff will win. I think it's going to be 2-0 to Cardiff City. Cardiff 2-0 QPR at the Cardiff City Stadium tomorrow night. So that's 3 more points. And that's basically getting position after position in the table. The highest we can go anyway is 1 or 2 places up the table. But at least it's putting the points on the board and getting closer to the end goal. And that is the playoffs, of course. Or top 2 if you're one of them people who think we're going to go top 2, good luck. But yeah, that has been my thoughts. I hope you are having a great time. And yeah, that has been my thoughts on the whole match itself. I think it's going to be end to end. It's going to be a really good battle. I think the star player in that match will be, of course, someone like Marlon Pack or someone like Joe Rouse if he plays. But yeah, the midfield is going to be more important than the defence. And I think Marlon Pack would be that good replacement for Gunnarsson. And yeah, I think overall, I think it's going to be a good match, end to end, battling it out. I hope it's not like last home game when we played Middlesbrough. It's like dragging out a 1-0 win. I mean, it's okay 1-0, but you would want more goals to eat away at that goal difference on the table as well. But overall, it's going to be 2-0 to the Bluebirds. Next up, it's going to be more news on bits from the action. Of course, every home game is going to be a bits from the action. So I hope you are all having a fantastic time. Let me know below in the comments down below if you're going to go to the match tomorrow night, if you are going to anything to do with Cardiff City. Because the away match after this game, we play West Brom away, and that's completely sold out. So let me know below if you are going to that game. But yes, this is going to be an interesting match. Here is what I think the lineup will be, of course. The lineup will be Etheridge, because it's been a big talking point for Cardiff fans, either Smithies or Etheridge. I think it's a good time to bring Etheridge back. Obviously, it won't be as good for Smithies, but goalkeepers needs that flexibility to switch time to time. And yeah, I think Etheridge will start. I hope he starts because he's our best keeper. I know he's been injured and Smithy's been a good replacement. Don't get me wrong, he's made some cracking saves, but there's no one like Etheridge really, is there? So Etheridge, it's going to be the original back line. It's going to be Bennett, going to be Morrison, Flint and Peltier, of course. In midfield, we're going to have Marlon Pack and Bakuna, because he was incredible last match away against Hull. So I think it's going to be the original three in midfield. It's going to be Rouse, Bakuna and Marlon Pack. Up front, of course, we have Warnock likes to play Gavin White a lot though, doesn't he? I mean, I wish that Mendes Lang played more. But then again, if he's had a knock or two, there's no point playing him really, is it? Like starting him. So I'm going to say the usual. Gavin White will start, of course. Glatzel will start because we need him with aerial presence and all sorts. And the other one, Hoylett and Murphy. I'm going to say Hoylett. I know what you're thinking. Oh, Murphy's better. I know. But Hoylett, I don't think he makes enough of an impact coming off the bench. I think Murphy makes more impact, if you get what I mean. Like, when he comes off the bench, he does loads more than Hoylett does. Hoylett, bless him, tries a lot at times though. But maybe he needs to start a game to get more goals coming. Because last year, or the season before, of course, he was on fire. He was scoring left, right and centre. So, I'm going to say Etheridge, Bennett, Morrison, Flint, Peltier, Pack, Rouse, Bakuna, White, Glatzel and Junior Hoylett. On the bench, of course, will be Smithies, it'll be Mendes Lang, it'll be Bamba maybe? Can't tell. But I'm going to put my neck out there. I'm going to say Tomlin on the bench. I'm going to have Bogle on the bench, Danny Ward. And I think there's only one more place. And that'll be Murphy, of course. So that's it. That's what my predicted lineup will be. Comment below your predicted lineup before the game tomorrow night, just to let me know. And yeah, I hope you are all having a fantastic time watching a great FIFA 20 career mode series on my channel to do with Cardiff City, of course. But yeah, it should be a fun afternoon. It's going to be interesting. And let's be fair, Warnock, he's hinting that he is not going to retire. And I know where he most likely will go. He's going to go to Scotland. He's going to go to Hearts. Because he's been mentioning that recently in the last couple of weeks. That he's wanting to go and play for Hearts. He's always wanted to go there. So at the end of the day, if you want Hearts, you can go to Hearts. But that's been it for today. I have been Sam ReaN, and yeah, comment below also your questions for me, and I will answer them in the next podcast. I'll make sure of that, and I'll say your name. So if you want your name in a video, of course, then drop down your questions, and I'll read your name out for the next podcast. And yes, thank you all for watching. I'm a long-time Cardiff City fan, of course, so I hope you are all had a fantastic time. So subscribe if you're brand new and you want to see more Cardiff City content. Leave a like if you love Cardiff City, of course, and everything to do with Cardiff City, including this podcast, bits from the action, and everything else with it. Comment your thoughts on the match tomorrow night against QPR at the Cardiff City Stadium, and comment below questions you may have for me, Sam ReaN, for the next podcast, and I'll make sure to involve you in that. But that's been it. My name is Sam ReaN, and until next time, goodbye.